We're always happy when certified financial planner Jeff Hahn is back in the studio to talk about the services offered at SC Parker and Sons on Main Street in Williamsville. And as we're talking about the services, Jeff, you're telling me you're working with a lot of families about college debt.
Yes, it's a huge problem. And like I was just saying, Linda, it's not these are our smartest kids coming out with tens or hundreds of thousands of debt. And really the employment hasn't been there to pay it off. You know, it's one thing if you're a doctor and you're having a really great income. It's another thing if you're not in that bracket. Right. And families are having it's an issue for families, and we're working with a lot of our families because that generational work is something that we kind of specialize in. But figuring out these debts, and we've been doing a lot of research on it, it's very interesting that you'll see some of them at 8 or 9% interest. Well, you'll be paying on that for 20 years.
So you can help with that.
Yes, we have been able to find some creative ideas to get either the debt restructured and get the kid paying on it a little faster. A lot of times we're saying stay at home for a year. Stay at home. You know, you're making $35,000, $40,000 a year. Take the next 2-3 years and just pay it all off. Right? You don't have to have a new car right away. Get the debt out of the way. But I'll tell you, the debt thing for our college graduates, it is now we're seeing economic trends develop because of it.
That's shameful in this country that this is what's happening to, like you say, our best and our brightest.
Well, the normal average for college graduates living at home has historically been about 15%. Today it's about 30%. So it's almost double what it usually is. And that means these kids are, one, delaying getting a home, delaying getting married, delaying starting a family, and you're seeing the economic, even on the population, the sectors of the population that are growing and not growing and things along those lines. So it's a big one.
You know, and then like you say, even if you want to go on and have grad school or PhD school, it's staggering debt to get yourself to the point where you even want to be. You have to think twice. I mean,
you do.
How long am I going to work this off before I can actually bring in an income of a doctor when you're going to school for like 10 years, 8 years, 10 years with $100,000 or more of debt? It's just crazy.
And oftentimes the parents are kind of stuck in the middle because they may have older parents themselves who need care, and they're juggling a lot of different things at this point in time.
Just one of the things that Jeff can handle for you over at SC Parker, and we were talking a little bit about Brexit, and I was wondering if that's already having any kind of an influence on the people who are keeping an eye on their international portfolios.
Well, the market reacted. The market was surprised, and went down quite a bit. It has been recovering the last couple days.
Good.
The whole market hasn't been great. It's basically the S&P 500 is where it was 2 years ago.
Okay.
Or yes, 2014. We're getting back to now. So it's not like we're in a booming bull market that just got derailed. It's really been an incident. We always say invest in the trends, not in the events. Right. So the trend has kind of stayed that way, which hasn't been great to begin with. But we keep working at it and coming up with quality investments, well-diversified portfolios. We think the balance is an important thing to maintain, and be in it for the long haul.
Absolutely. And don't forget, there are different models of investment pools dependent on your risk tolerance. Somebody comes in who's 30 is going to have different needs than somebody who's 55.
Well, exactly. And so we're all unique as human beings. So every client's circumstance are examined and figured out. What are the goals that they're trying to accomplish? What are their means? What are their expectations? What are their future obligations going to be? What's the situation with mom and dad or the kids or the debt and all the rest of it? So we look at the whole picture and develop a custom tailored portfolio for all of our clients.
And never ever think you don't have enough to come in and talk with Jeff. I mean, that's the whole idea, is to take what you've got and to start multiplying it and start looking towards the future so your money can work hard for you. And that's what it's all about. It's always a great idea as well to bring your kids in
You bet.
and show them exactly what you're doing and what they need to do to begin to save for the future. As we're watching, debt is just one part of it. But SC Parker and Company, they can make you sleep better at night. Let me tell you, folks, these folks can really help you out, answer all your questions. Jeff is over at SC Parker and Company on Main Street in Williamsville. Cute little office. Give him a call at 632-6800 to find out more about their services, or simply log on to scparker.com. You're going to be so glad you did.